So let me try and make that a practical thing, you know, a practical example. So somebody wakes up, lockdown, it's another morning, it's another day, it's the same as the last, they've nothing to get up for, they don't know what to do that day. What would you say to them?
Well, I suppose coming from that loving heart, one of our main practices would be to try to cherish others. So cherish just means to like value and really feel them to be important. So generally our first thoughts when we wake up in the morning are ourself, you know, it's like my breakfast, you used all my milk, you know, if you think about it, you know, if you watch your mind, which a big part of this practice is watching your mind and seeing where you're at and what's going on for you. It's all kind of like a bit egocentric, you know, it's like me, myself, I, and what's happening for me and how this is affecting me and so on. And just a really simple way to take yourself out of the suffering of that, because it is a suffering. It's tedious monotony, if not like horrendous at times, is just to take your mind and put it on others. Think about others, you know, think about, oh, I wonder how Joe down the road's getting on, you know, maybe I'll give them a buzz, or I wonder if such and such needs a few groceries dropped around, and even if maybe sometimes there's not that much that you can do practically, but it's just sending your mind out to others, wanting to, in that kind of spirit of generosity and kindness, just lifts you so much. And then kind of on the flip side of that, it's trying to see the kindnesses that we receive, you know, because we're often so blind to that. You know, we can think, you know, I maybe need to go and get some more milk or oat milk or whatever. Somebody's put that on the shelf for you to go down and pick up. You know, you never think of it, but it's just like tuning in to, like, everything I need's actually here for me to live and survive and you know, be well. And it just gives you like a nice feeling inside, really, if you can tune into that kindness, how kind they were to do that, who even knows how they make oat milk, you know, but how kind they were for somebody to figure that out. And
those, you know, cows in 6 Mile Cross.
Yeah.
So that's mindfulness you're bringing in there as well. I mean, we can certainly get onto that, but I guess you're saying when you get up and you're not feeling great, don't beat yourself up. Mm-hmm. You know, have compassion for others. It's not about you, and by doing that, then you're actually being compassionate towards yourself.
Totally, yeah, because we all know, like, it is a suffering to sit with those, you know, that just in on yourself and going further down into it, and then it's where all the anxieties come from too. If you think about it, it's like, what's going to happen to me, my future, my family, you know, it's all me and mine. And like you're saying, it's not, I hope it's not coming across in a way that I'm saying that I'm criticizing that in any way, because that's how we all are, that's our norm. But the training is to try to take yourself, you know, in each moment out of that and send your mind out to others and just focus on different things, focus on those kindnesses. And yeah, so it's watching the mind, and then for us, mindfulness is taking something positive, something that's going to uplift your mind, a thought or a feeling, and trying to be mindful of that, as in trying to keep your mind full of that, you know, moment by moment. So it's maybe a little bit different from how it's taught in like the secular mindfulness movement. I'm no expert, but yeah, it's more like keeping your mind full of these positive thoughts that are going to keep you uplifted and more happy, you know. And it's a big thing of, it's really personal responsibility is key. It's like we all have to do this for ourselves, you know, because nobody else is going to do it for us. Yeah, and it's just making that choice, I suppose. And like your example is in the morning. If you can do that earlier in the day before you go too far into the depths of like, you know, then you have a better chance for that day to be happy and positive, you know.